Hey there, everybody. Super excited to come at you with another extraordinary life tip. A lot of individuals go through a process when they achieve something extraordinary in their life. And I want to share with you a little bit about the six different phases that I have found in my own personal journey in coaching other people to achieve their dreams, their goals, and changing their world. So let me just walk you through that process. The very first phase is the idea of actually getting clear on what it is that you want to be, do, and have. A lot of people have never gone through that process, so they don't really know what the clarity looks like in terms of their future dream or what they're feeling called to be, do, and have. And so that's a process. There's a stage there that you have to go through. And if you are navigated through that process, it goes a little faster than doing it on your own, but everybody can go through that process and they can move to the second phase. Now, the second phase is in the place where you actually get clarity on what that idea is or what the dream is. You've now crystallized it. You know what you want to be, do, and have. And there's a certain amount of excitement that comes with that. Obviously, you start to envision yourself experiencing the benefits of, doing what you want to do and becoming who you want to become and having what you want to have. A lot of excitement, a lot of energy. Then there's the next phase, which is the actual honeymoon phase, where you're actually doing it. You're actually experiencing the joy and the energy and the excitement and the curiosity because every new day you're learning something new, you're experiencing something, you're following your dream. And then, and then you hit halftime. You start to embrace obstacles and you start to encounter challenges and barriers. And this is where people oftentimes stop or they begin to justify, rationalize, and they start telling themselves lies. They start telling themselves that they'll do it in the future. They start coming up with really good excuses of why they can't do it because it's hard. It's hard to overcome barriers and obstacles. And oftentimes, as you can see in this image, the individual is having a hard time actually seeing the peak because there's other things that are in their view. They don't actually believe that it's possible because of the barriers and challenges and obstacles that they're encountering. They just think that it's impossible. Or maybe there's a weather seasonal time that comes in and begins to pour down rain or snow on you. And now the season and life has just gotten hard. It's not so much the climb is hard, it's climbing in the conditions that are hard. And so this is when a lot of people will go into what I call the comfort cave, and they'll camp out in that comfort cave, or they'll climb back down to a more comfortable position and they'll become more complacent with their current circumstances. But the real successful people will actually power through. And they won't just power through to the area of success, they'll power through to a place of significant challenge where it becomes even harder than the fourth phase. The fifth phase is not easier, but in the fifth phase, if you keep pressing on, if you stay consistent, what you get to is what I call the belief zone. You can begin to see the top. You can see the summit. You can see the peak. You get a peak, P-E-E-K, at the next peak, P-E-A-K. And once you begin to see what's possible in the hard, you begin to do hard even harder and smarter. You start finding ways to overcome how hard it can be or how challenging it is and how uncomfortable it is. And the sacrifices don't seem to be as hard because now you have this belief system that you can actually do it because you're actually experiencing the view. You're actually seeing what's possible. And those are the individuals that are willing to embrace hard. They'll do hard things that actually achieve the success that they desire. So I don't know where you're at in your journey. I don't know if you're just getting started with the idea of thinking about something that you'd like to be, do, and have, or whether you've crystallized it and you now have it, or you're in that season of hard. The hard of now going through the barriers and obstacles, the weather, or they're really hard, where the seasons are really pushing you. You have lots of excuses, a lot of reasons of why you shouldn't do it or can't do it. Or maybe you're in that belief zone. Maybe you've begun to see the potential. You've experienced the benefits, and now it's time for you to finish the climb. If you're interested in learning more about some strategies and tools and tactics that have been helpful for me and for others, I'd love to share them with you. One of the things that I've created is this thing called My Extraordinary Day Planner, which really helps you to break down things that are hard into easy, consistent action steps that can keep you moving forward. I'd love to share it with you. I'd love to share with you other resources, encouragement. I have communities that I can end up adding you into that can help you to be around other people that are in these different phases. We like to say that people do what people do. And when you are around other people that have done what you want to do, the experience of others compresses time. So if you'd like to learn more about some of the resources and tools and community groups that we have to surround yourself with other people that are achieving their dreams and changing their world, give me a comment down below. Let me know that you're interested, and I'd be more than happy to share some more resources with you. Have an extraordinary day.